Un aviso a los pasajeros del vuelo Volaris 8.
And this will be my first flight on the new 737 MAX. I think they're just returning the 737 MAX to the fleet. After those series of crashes when they first came out, they grounded them all. So I'm kind of excited to see this brand new plane. Aeromexico 737 MAX here in Tijuana to Mexico City. Buenos días, señor. Yeah, that's a nice business seat.
Looks really nice too, yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Really remodeled from
It's got that new plane smell. They're gate checking bags. I go, it'll fit, but there's room.
Yeah, it should fit. I mean, they have the bigger bins in this one.
There's still room. He's panicking.
You enjoy the flight?
So there's a line of people 6 foot apart, about 100 deep to get into this Walmart. It is 2 days before Christmas, so I don't know if they're letting one out and letting one in, but it looks like about a half-hour wait to get into the Walmart. So this is the bottom of the Buena Vista station, and then atop there are about 6 levels called the Forum. There's an Old Navy store and Haagen-Dazs, everything's upstairs. But off in the distance here is where you'll catch all the trains to all points around Mexico City. So it's kind of strange in this mall with the lockdown situation. Some of the businesses are open. It appears most of the businesses, like this Best Buy behind me, they have the doors closed and there's a dozen staff members in there, and people are walking up, picking up things they ordered online, I assume. Or every now and then they let one person into the store. So it's kind of unusual. It's 2 days before Christmas, and I guess that's how they're handling the health situation here in Mexico City, is almost a near lockdown, even here at 12 noon in a shopping mall. Again, some of the stores are open. These places are just open for business, but then the Best Buy and American Eagle over here, people seem to be walking up and picking up things they bought online. Hey, how's it going? It's Joe, and this is my channel, Eager Expat. I did put on my banner and all that I'm moving to Thailand in a little less than a year and a half, and I am. And I'll be shooting all kinds of videos around Southeast Asia and wherever else I end up. Right now, while I'm still working in San Diego, and actually I'm out right now, my foot's all busted up. But while I'm still in California, I'm doing what I can during this health crisis. You can't travel anywhere. Mexico's kind of letting people travel. So I planned on coming down here to Mexico City. I also put up some videos of Tijuana and driving along Highway 1 down the coast, Baja 1000, Ensenada. So check those out if you're interested. Maybe subscribe. And I'm in Mexico City right now. I'm going to be shooting as much as I can around the town that's kind of all closed up. I planned this trip 5 or 6 days ago, and 3 or 4 days ago, the city went code red lockdown. I made a couple of calls and they basically said, yeah, we'll check you into the hotel, but you know, we got to warn you, most things are closed by 5 p.m. I figured, I've kind of heard that with Tijuana and Ensenada, and there seems to be a little bit, you know, everybody's being as safe as they can, and it's a personal decision whether you even want to go out or not. Myself, I'm in California, we're in lockdown conditions, so we're all kind of used to sitting outdoors at restaurants and all. I figured maybe it'd be a lot of the same down here as it is in Baja California. Figured I'd come down and take a look. So again, they told me everything would be closed up at 5 p.m. I got here last night and I was out about 7 p.m. and things were still open. You can't sit in a restaurant. It's mostly takeout. I saw a few where people were sitting inside, so maybe some people are bending the rules. In the Buena Vista area of Mexico City at the Holiday Inn, great I would call it a 3-star hotel, maybe 3.5 star. It's nice, and it was $42, 50 with tax, and I had 2 free nights. So I love my Holiday Inn points. They're easy to get, and they go a long way in using. In fact, I stayed at the Holiday Inn in Ensenada. It's brand new. It's nice. They were charging $110, but it was the Baja 1000. Anyways, tonight I headed out about 8 p.m. and things were open. I saw people getting haircuts, and I saw a few restaurants with people in. I tried to find a bar. What they did in Baja was, we're not a bar anymore, we're a restaurant, and you'd go in and order whatever drinks you wanted, and they'd put some old taco that's been laying around all day in front of you, just in case, I guess, the health person came in. That didn't appear to be going on that I saw. Now, I didn't look that hard. I just walked a couple of miles. But I got back to the hotel about 9 p.m., and I would say there were still a lot of restaurants, doing takeout, and the 7-Elevens and Oxos, they were open. So you're not going to starve, and it's not total lockdown. I doubt, I didn't look into it, but I doubt if you can go to a movie or anything. It is in a red situation. Now, a couple of things are interesting. One of the tourist areas is the main Mexican Cathedral and the, Constitution Plaza, the big, huge plaza. You see the president and whatever, 100,000 people in that plaza. That, I was told, was closed. In fact, you can't even get off the subway. The subway, if you get off the train, the gates are locked. You'll have to get on a train and go to another station. So I went to see for myself. And a lot of people got off the subway at that stop, and I figured they're not all getting on another train. I'll follow the crowd. Well, we walked past a bunch of gates that were locked shut, and I went, maybe I have to get on another train and, try to find this another way. That's what I had planned on doing, was getting off a station early and then making my way to the plaza. Well, sure enough, we walked past all these lock gates and popped up, and boom, we were right in the square. So I think they're kind of saying a lot of things to cut back on the tourists. Not that there are any tourists there. It was me. I saw a German couple and maybe 100 Mexican people as tourists. The other thing is the Mexican Cathedral, they said, was closed. I saw the doors open, and I saw, people walking up, getting their temperature taken and their sanitizer, and in they went. So I just followed them. They let me right in, put a little donation, and checked out the cathedral. Beautiful. I think they started building it in the 1500s, and they just kept adding on till the 1700s. It's really worth the look. The one thing is, the whole square had those gates, concert gates or whatever, and there were police everywhere. So I saw people inside the square, and how did they get in? So I just started walking around the gates, and I must have walked 8 blocks, like this way, cops, no. Up here, people going out, but cops wouldn't let you in. And I went around the corner, and people were just walking past a cop and walking into the square. So I don't know if that cop was just lazy, or that was the one entry point that was allowed. I don't know what, but I got into the square and checked it all out, went into the cathedral, checked it all out. Again, this was noon, 1 p.m., and I'll put up a video about it as soon as I edit and all that. So I don't believe everything you read online. The guy here at the hotel, I asked about going out to check out the pyramids. It's not far. I want to say it's an hour and a half, hour and 45-minute drive from Mexico City. And he said, yes, I can sell you a tour. It was $45 or something for a cab, and I think the cab driver's your guide. I don't know. Said he speaks English and he's your guide. I said I don't need a guide. And he says, well, I can probably get you a cab to run you out to the pyramids, but pyramids are closed. So you can see them, but you can't climb up. Mexico's kind of been a little loosey-goosey over the years with their pyramids, and they let you climb up, the sides of the pyramids. And I wanted to do that. He says, no, that's shut down right now. But I'm probably going to go just to see for myself. And again, maybe the written rule is Pyramid's closed. You can go and just pictures only. And I don't know. I'll bet when I get out there, there's that one entrance in the gates where people are walking through, and I'll just follow them in. So I'm probably going to do that. But I wouldn't totally be afraid of visiting Mexico City right now. Again, it's up to how comfortable you are traveling in this current health situation. But like I say, to me, what's going on down here is really no different than what was going on in California. And I'm just trying to be careful in both places. And still, I had time, so I figured I'd come down. And if nothing else, was just walk around the neighborhoods, which are awesome. I mean, Mexico City, it's a lot like New York City as far as, you know, these cool little neighborhoods just covered in graffiti and really nice old buildings. I mean, some of these buildings that are now like apartment buildings are probably 300 years old. It's something to see. And the metro, the subway, and the metro bus, 5 pesos, 6 pesos, like 25 cents. It'll take you anywhere you want to go in town. So it's definitely worth a visit. And that is the report of what's going on in Mexico City during the red alert lockdown. So come on down and check out Mexico City. There's some great affordable rates. I flew, what was $90 one way. I don't even have a return ticket home because I don't know where I'm going to end up. I'm going to fly from here to somewhere. I'd like to go to Puerto Escondido on the coast, but again, I got to see what their restrictions are because online it doesn't look good, but I might just go and check it out. And if it's all totally closed up, which it might be, it's smaller, maybe I'll buzz up to Puerto Vallarta or even Cabo San Lucas or La Paz, although I was just there, just to do something and make my way back to Tijuana and San Diego. So thanks a lot, and hopefully you'll check out some of the videos I put up here soon, hopefully in the next 2-3 days, of Mexico City. Thanks.